Hello, everybody. My name is Dylan. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Figma, and as of right now, welcome to our first 24-hour config. We have 68 sessions with 100 speakers, and I feel so lucky to be together with all of you. So we're going to open up today and start in FigJam. One feature that we recently introduced is sections. It's a good way to categorize and group ideas into different sections. First, I'm going to show off our new Jira widget. With this widget, I can take ideas from FigJam and bring them right into Jira, and I can take tasks from Jira and bring them into FigJam. And so we've also introduced two other widgets as well, for Asana and for GitHub integration. With the Asana widget on the left, I can use that to also bring tasks and projects in from Asana, or turn stickies into tasks. And with this GitHub widget on the right, you can create new issues and also bring new issues right into FigJam. FigJam is all about collaboration, play, and that spirit, and we think that widgets are a really good way to do that. One of them that I'm excited to share is this greeting card widget. So I have a greeting card here from Tom, and it's to Dylan. I think it's going to turn over, and it says, "Good luck in the live demo, no pressure." We also have here a voice memo widget from Burstspell.
Hey Dylan, have you mentioned how easy it is to build widgets?
Anyone in our community can now build widgets. And to make that easier, we've made a new Figma plugin called Widget Code Generator to help bring widget ideas to life even faster. I can copy that code, and I can add some logic in. And this is basically the code that is needed to render a widget. Hopefully, this makes it even easier to go from concepts in Figma to widgets in FigJam. Today, we're announcing a redesigned auto layout, which is going to be both easier to use and also more powerful. And we're taking a look at designs for the Nike Run Club app. You can see that we now visualize spacing between objects on the canvas. This makes it easier to identify which frames have auto layout. You can simply scrub values to change spacing now right on the canvas. You can even hold Shift if you want to, and it will respect your nudge settings in Figma. I can change my padding. I can also press Alt to change padding on both sides at the same time. Today, we're announcing absolute positioning for auto layout. And you can turn auto layout absolute positioning on by pressing this button on the upper right-hand side. And I can drag this around in a free-form way exactly where I want without following the rules of the auto layout stack. And I'm going to take this new button, and I'm going to put that badge on the upper right-hand side. The second thing we're announcing today that auto layout now supports is negative spacing between items. So we can simply scrub it up on the canvas. Now that I've scrubbed up on the canvas, I can get it to exactly where I want with my negative spacing. Variable fonts are just so cool. And ever since they've come out, I've worn them in Figma. So I'm really glad we are finally launching this feature. If we go into our type settings, I can switch over to variable. If I take the weight here, I can actually control the weight and just turn all the way from the hairline version to the extra bold version. And we can go from a condensed version all the way back to regular width again. And today we're announcing an improvement to outline mode that will enable you to grab behind objects. So instead of searching the layers panel, you can just go directly to this text, and you can just press Shift-O to enter outline mode. You'll be able to see a skeleton XDrive version of your design. And when you're designing interfaces like this, it's sometimes helpful to add a subtle divider. We're excited to announce individual strokes in Figma. Individual strokes, you're going to be able to control all four sides of an object. I'm going to add additional stroke here. I'll make it weight 2. I'm going to make this on the bottom as well, and I'll use the Nike red. And now I've got a great way to show the selection state. Today, we're announcing an addition to Smart Animate. This will allow you to create spring animations in Figma. We have a number of different presets here as well, from gentle to quick to bouncy to slow, all the way to custom spring. I will make this a really nice spring animation here. And I'm going to go into our prototype. If I go in, I can now see how that looks. And we've got a custom one we've just tweaked already to make it just right. Today, we're announcing password-protected links in Figma, available on all paid plans. And if I want to make it so that it has now a password that protects the link, I can go from anyone with a link to anyone with a link and password. And now if I share this with anyone, they'll have to enter the password in order to access the prototype. Everything will be safe and secure. We're excited to announce a new feature that builds on variants called component props. You can see right here that we've been able to reduce this button from 108 variants to just 36. Hopefully, component props make it easier for you to maintain your libraries and also use them as well. Hopefully, you'll see that we've made this consumption experience way easier to understand. And hopefully, component props make it easier to maintain your libraries and also use them as well. We have a few features to share with you super fast. We know it's important for you to have your favorite files at your fingertips. So we've now made it easier for you to favorite a file and have it show on the left-hand side nav. We've also made some improvements to branching and merging. You can now put a branch into a review state. You can add reviewers, and others can suggest changes. And it should make it easier to communicate what state a branch is currently in. We've made a number of improvements to our international keyboard shortcuts. We now support different keyboard types better, and commands that were previously inaccessible should work. This is available now in beta. We'd love your input. Figma is all about collaboration and sharing the spotlight with others. Today, we're announcing an improvement to the way that multiplayer works. I will now be following Jake in observation mode. I can follow him around, and you can see that people are typing. At any point, I can also click my own avatar and press Spotlight. And now, people will start following me. And as I move around, they'll now be observing me as I have the spotlight. All right, one last thing. Y'all, is it possible to get the lights turned back on? Anyone? OK, well, maybe this is the perfect time to share, as many of you have already noticed, that Figma now has a dark mode. So many people have asked for this, and we're glad to finally give you the choice. The team has worked hard to refine every surface in Figma's UI, from the file browser to the editor. Figma developers can now update their plugins to support dark mode. We cannot wait to hear what you think. That's a wrap. Everything that we've announced today is available for you to use right now. Here's a recap. FigJam widgets, widget code generator plugin, auto layout, variable fonts, outline mode, individual strokes, spring animations, password protected links, component props, favoriting files, review states for branching, international keyboard shortcuts, dark mode, and our new Spotlight feature. Thank you to everyone at Figma who's been a part of this, and a huge, huge thank you to our incredible, amazing, amazing community. Without you, we would not be here. I hope you have an amazing 24-hour config. Thank you all so much.